Hey guys, Cody Night Thief here, bringing you guys a Magus Myth deck and gear setup video. So let's get into it. So my Myth is level 36. He has 38 damage, 49 resist to all schools, 16 accuracy. Has that fail peg, got that 24 accuracy to fire. 57 power pips, which is really nice. 0 in, 0 out. 15 stun resist. It rarely comes in handy, but sometimes you get that lucky stun resist, but rarely. So for gear, I wear full commander's gear with Sky and Hosta, Heart Steel, Life Mastery. Sometimes put on Balance Mastery for reshuffles, but usually Life Mastery. Band of the Brave arena ticket ring you can buy from Diego. Pet's pretty bad. A really good pet to use for this level PvP would be a double resist, pain giver, double heal pet. Unless you have access to like a insane triple damage proof fairy for your school or whatever. It's really easy to find pets with pain giver and then double resist and 2 heals. For the deck, I use the deck of the Lotus, best deck you can get at this level 30. So for the deck I use, it's a first age PvP kind of deck, I kind of say. It's been adapted a little bit to second age, obviously, but it's pretty much all buffs and debuffs in the main deck, and then in the side deck is all the attacks, and I've thrown in a couple heals and a couple shields and an infoul just because this is how it kind of works in second age, I guess. But keep in 4 towers because towers are perfect mini school, shielded right there. 4 volcanic shields. There isn't very many storms doing level 30 PvP. There's a few I've run into. I'd probably say like 5 or 6, but it's really rare. Lots of fire though, so I like to have the 4 fire shields. 4 legend shields, lots of death, lots of myth at this level. Well, I don't know about lots of death, but there's a lot of myth. 3 pixies. Pixies, that's like 1/3 your health, so those are awesome. Really good healing spell. Sprite, I keep 3 in, mainly for taking off like infections, because infections are really common in this low level PvP, but they're also really good if you're at like 900 health. 1 Sprite will get you almost back up to full health. So those are really nice to have, and get rid of new pips and stuff. 4 bubbles. Bubbles are really important in this low level PvP. It's always nice to have bubble control, always win the bubble war. So I have 4 bubbles, time legends. 1 minion. These are really good for the minion because the strategy I kind of use is relying kind of on the minion. Always need the minion up. And it's really nice if, say, going second and you know they're going to blizzard or sandstorm or whatever to get rid of your minion and do decent damage on you. You can just pop the minion that turn, and it's really funny when they kill your minion and you healed them that turn. So I keep 4 minions up, always use a 4 pip minion. I don't use any of the other minions. Minotaur minion's pretty bad, and I've never even used the troll minion. Cyclop minion, the 4 pip one, is insanely overpowered, 700 health, with a bubble up, and he puts a blade on himself. He'll like Cyclops, and if the other person doesn't have very much resist, like 20 or so, he'll do like 500 damage. It's pretty insane. Like to stack the blades, so I'll have 4 myth blades. 1 pierce. Usually wands can take off shields, but occasionally I'll use the 1 pierce if it's a myth shield or something like that. 270 shields for the minion. These are really nice. Also, if you're going first, even second, just to pop on the minion, or when they hit, they waste all their blades and don't even get to kill the minion because you pop the 70 shield. 2 stuns. Stuns are good for any school, but especially for myth, stuns are just OP2. 4 infections. Always nice to keep on infections at this level because you hit someone, does 600 damage, and then they use a 1 power pip and get back up to full health. So infections are really nice to kind of spam on your whoever you're facing. 2 reshuffles because I like to reshuffle like halfway through my deck just to get all the cards back in to keep the flow of infections and blades and shields going, and weaknesses. So I put 4 spirit blades in, also for the blade stacking. So yeah, those are really helpful. And then 4 weaknesses to put on whoever you're facing. Weakness is a really great spell, minus 25% their next attack, so that's really nice to have. And then in the side deck, I have 4 towers just because sometimes I need to pop a tower that round, because sometimes I can't find a shield, and I know they're going to hit, so you need the tower now. That's what the 4 towers are in there for. 2 satyrs, just in case it's a big hit, down to 3, 400 health. Need to get back up to full. Satyrs, perfect, only 4 pips, 2 power pips, and the TC one's almost 1,000, so it's really nice. Keep 2 of those in. 2 cyclops, these are usually minion killers or finishing hits. If my Minotaur or Medusa or Orthrus doesn't kill. 4 Humongo Frogs, these are insanely OP. These are usually minion killers, but if I have 2 blades on and you pop your minion and I Humongo Frog, that's like 700 damage to you and taking out your minion. So Humongo Frog's insanely OP. I love it when they spam their minions, so I can just spam Humongo Frog. It's really nice. 2 Medusas. I try not to use Medusa and Orthrus just because it's kind of cheap in this low level PvP, but it kind of seems like everybody does it, so it's just like you're gonna lose if you don't do it. And usually though, if I can see the other person, like they're attacking but using like spells at their level, I try to stay away from my Medusa and Orthrus. But sometimes, you know, like when Storm uses Triton, or not Triton, but like high rank spells, or you know, other people with Myth Masteries use a Medusa or Orthrus, stuff like that, I'll give it right back to them. I don't mind using them. But if I see other person's kind of playing fairly, I try to play fairly too and not use them. Minotaur usually main hit. Minotaur is insanely overpowered. They have a tower on. You have 2 blades, hit them right through the tower, and they do like 1,500 on the second hit. It's pretty overpowered. Orthrus, same thing. As Minotaur, it's just like a super enhanced Minotaur. Orthrus is insane OP. And then 1 Infal. I rarely use my Infal, but it's just there if I end up drawing it and I'm going to hit next or something. Infal is really nice. 20 extra accuracy and 20 pierce through like more than half their resist. So yeah, and then my pet gives a Dragon Blade card, which I use a lot because having 3 blades and a bubble up. If you watch my Myth 1v1, I Medusa and it did like 2.8k on this guy. So yeah, Dragon Blade's really helpful. So yeah, that is the deck and gear I use for my Myth level 30 Magus PvP. So if you guys enjoyed, I can do more PvPs on him, and if you guys have any questions, just let me know. So yeah, that's about it. So I'll see you guys next time.